Cucumbers are crisp, refreshing vegetables that are highly sensitive to temperature, and their quality, flavor, and texture are closely tied to proper storage. Unlike many other vegetables, cucumbers are tropical in origin and naturally thrive in warm, humid conditions. Exposing them to cold, such as the typical refrigerator environment, can trigger chilling injury, a physiological response that compromises both appearance and eating quality. The most common and immediately noticeable effect of cold exposure is the development of water-soaked spots on the skin and flesh. These spots are caused by damage to the cell membranes, which leads to the release of water within the tissue. Over time, this results in a mushy, wet texture in affected areas, reducing the crispness that is essential to the cucumber eating experience. The chilling injury can also extend to the interior of the cucumber, making the flesh less firm and less enjoyable in salads, sandwiches, or raw vegetable platters. In addition to textural issues, refrigeration can also negatively affect flavor. Cold temperatures disrupt enzymatic activity within the cucumber, sometimes causing a slightly bitter taste to develop. This bitterness is more noticeable in older or less fresh cucumbers, and it can overshadow the mild, refreshing flavor that makes cucumbers so versatile and enjoyable. Cucumbers stored at room temperature, however, maintain their natural sweetness and delicate flavor profile, making them more appealing both to eat fresh and to use in culinary applications. The subtle, clean taste of a properly stored cucumber enhances salads, sandwiches, salsas, and dips, and it pairs well with both mild and bold flavors without introducing any unwanted off notes. Beyond flavor and texture, cucumbers stored at room temperature retain a more visually appealing appearance. Cold-induced water-soaked areas often appear translucent or slightly discolored, signaling internal damage even when the skin remains intact. These visual imperfections can reduce the perceived freshness and quality of the vegetable, discouraging consumption. By storing cucumbers outside the refrigerator in a cool, shaded environment, the skin remains smooth, firm, and visually vibrant, and the interior flesh maintains its crisp, succulent quality. This not only improves enjoyment when eaten fresh, but also encourages use in a variety of dishes, ensuring the vegetable's versatility is fully realized. Room temperature storage also helps maintain cucumbers' moisture balance naturally. While refrigeration slows microbial growth, it can also cause condensation to form on the skin when cucumbers are removed from the cold. This excess moisture can accelerate spoilage, create soft spots, and promote mold growth. In contrast, cucumbers stored at room temperature in a moderately cool, dry environment maintain their internal hydration without the stress of chilling, allowing the flesh to stay crisp and juicy longer. This careful moisture management contributes directly to better eating quality and reduces waste, as the vegetable remains desirable for a longer period. Nutritionally, cucumbers retain high levels of water, fiber, and beneficial compounds such as antioxidants, flavonoids, and vitamin C when stored appropriately. While refrigeration does not immediately destroy these nutrients, cold-induced quality degradation can reduce consumption, indirectly limiting the intake of these healthful compounds. Cucumbers kept at room temperature are more likely to be used fully and incorporated into meals, maximizing both their sensory appeal and their contribution to a healthy diet. From a culinary perspective, cucumbers that have been stored at room temperature are more versatile and reliable. Their crisp texture and fresh flavor enhance raw applications such as salads, sandwiches, crudité, and salsas. They also perform well in pickling or as a component in cold soups and smoothies. Cold damaged cucumbers, by contrast, can release excess water when sliced, creating soggy salads or diluted dishes, and may require extra seasoning or preparation steps to compensate for textural and flavor changes. By maintaining cucumbers at room temperature until ready to use, their natural qualities are preserved, offering the ideal balance of flavor, crunch, and visual appeal that makes them such a staple in fresh cooking. Overall, cucumbers are best stored at room temperature to maintain their crispness, mild flavor, and visual quality. Refrigeration can lead to water-soaked spots, internal softening, and the development of bitterness, reducing their culinary appeal and enjoyment. By respecting their tropical nature and keeping them in a cool, shaded, and ventilated area, cucumbers retain their freshness, juiciness, and natural taste, making them more enjoyable to eat, more versatile in the kitchen, and better able to contribute to both flavor and nutrition in everyday meals.